The freezing wind howled across the dark mountains as the helicopter blades sliced through the stormy sky. Inside, a group of mercenaries laughed cruelly, their eyes fixed on the man tied to the metal floor, a quiet, scarred veteran holding a small photograph in his trembling hands. It was of his daughter. Her smile was the only light he had left in this cruel world. But in the next few seconds, that photograph slipped from his fingers, whipped away by the cold wind, right before they kicked open the side door and threw him out of the chopper. He fell like a stone, into the raging night, into a storm that didn't forgive. But what happened next would become something legends were made of. If you're watching this, hit that like button, because you're about to witness the story of a man who lost everything, and still stood back up. And if you believe in second chances, in courage, in the fire that lives inside every broken soul, subscribe right now. This is the story of the man they called Steelheart. 5 years earlier, Michael Lane was a soldier, a father, a protector, a hero. He'd served his country for 12 long years, surviving battles that broke lesser men. But the battle that truly destroyed him wasn't fought with bullets. It was the day his wife passed away in a hospital bed, leaving him alone with a 6-year-old daughter named Lily. He tried to hold everything together, the late-night shifts, the school runs, the empty house that echoed with her laughter. But the system wasn't kind to single dads. One missed paycheck, one injury at work, and suddenly he was drowning in bills. The medals on his wall meant nothing to the landlords or loan officers. That's when the wrong people found him, men who offered quick money for simple jobs. He said no the first time. The second time, they mentioned Lily. And Michael's heart froze. They weren't offering him a job, they were giving him an ultimatum. He agreed to one mission. Just one. Drop zone delivery in a foreign country, a classified retrieval. No questions asked. He didn't know he was being set up. The helicopter roared above the mountains of Kunar, Afghanistan. The crew weren't soldiers, they were ex-contractors turned smugglers. When Michael realized the cargo wasn't equipment but stolen weapons, he tried to stop them. That's when their leader smirked and said, "You don't walk away from us, soldier." Before he could even reach for his knife, they shoved him backward out the open side door. The world vanished in a blur of black and gray, mountains, lightning, snow, and then impact. For a moment, there was silence. Then, a gasp of breath. Michael lay half buried in snow, blood running down his temple. But he wasn't broken. Years of training, sheer survival instinct, and something deeper, the voice of his daughter echoing in his mind, pulled him up. "Daddy, promise you'll come home." He clenched his fists. His bones screamed in pain, but he stood up. The mercenaries thought he was dead. They radioed in, laughed, and celebrated. But Michael tracked them for 3 days through snow and rock, living off melted ice and sheer will. When he found their camp, hidden near a mountain pass, he saw something that made his heart stop. They had taken another hostage. A journalist. A woman. She was beaten, tied, and terrified. Michael didn't hesitate. That night, under the cover of a blizzard, he became the ghost they never saw coming. One by one, the mercenaries disappeared into the dark, silenced by the same man they had tried to bury. When he finally faced their leader, the man gasped in disbelief. You fell from 1,000 feet. Michael's voice was calm. Then maybe God wasn't done with me yet. By sunrise, the journalist was safe. And the mercenaries were gone. A rescue team found them 2 days later, the same team that had been searching for a missing chopper. When the rescuers asked who saved her, the woman pointed to Michael. "That man. They threw him out of a helicopter. He stood up and saved my life." Months later, Michael returned home. His daughter ran to him at the airport, tears streaming down her face. "Daddy, you came back." He knelt, hugging her tightly. "I promised you, didn't I?" Life didn't magically get easy after that. The scars remained, the nightmares never fully faded. But Michael started speaking at veterans groups, helping men who'd lost hope like he once did. He built a new mission, not for war, but for healing. People began calling him, the man who stood up, a symbol of resilience. And maybe that's what we all need to remember. That no matter how far we fall, no matter how many people try to push us down, there's something inside us, something unbreakable, that can make us rise again. So if this story touched your heart, don't scroll away. Hit like to honor every single dad fighting in silence. Subscribe to this channel for more stories that remind us all, No fall is final, no pain is permanent, and no man who loves with courage ever truly stands alone.